Hello, hello, Tiffany Rose here. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to give you this mini training, and I hope that you find this helpful. So if you're watching this, I'm assuming that you're not seeing the level of success that you want in your loan business right now. So all of this that I'm gonna show you is on the assumption that there's little tweaks and adjustments or big rocks that you can move and to build your business better. Remember, what you resist persists. So if there's something that I rattle off here and you're like, God, I know that I'm supposed to be doing that, or I know I need to stop doing this, or pay attention to this, what you resist persists. When you stop resisting and you surrender to it and you move through that challenge or you move through learning that new thing, on the other side of that is absolute gold. Trust me, I've been a top mortgage producer for 23 plus years. I went to college for 4 days and I went right back and worked for the mortgage lender, that mortgage broker, I should say, that I telemarketed for in high school. So I have done nothing but mortgage, from telemarketing to processing to getting my license. And the first month that I did loans, I got like an $8,800 check. And I remember the boss's daughter, Beth, she was like, walked up to me and she said, good job. You're beating out some of these grown, adults that I was 20 years old at the time that had been in the business forever. And it lit a fire under me like no other. I learned a lot of old school stuff. Okay. So I'm going to go over some of the problems that you may be experiencing, and I'll tell you why I share that story with you. And then I'm going to give you some solutions. So let's get into it. So I sound like such a TikToker now, huh? All right. So the three problems that you may be experiencing. Number one is, as an industry whole, we are very old school, very antiquated. So what worked in your business 10 years ago, it's not the highest and best use of your time now, with all the opportunities you have for some of the solutions that I'm going to bring to you now. So problem number one is everything being way too old school for the lending industry. Number two is you're okay. You know what? I was going to stop recording, but I have put goal in pocket. So every single day I have a reminder. If I don't have pockets on me, like today, I have a reminder that if I don't have my goal in my pocket, my income goal, that it pops up on my phone. So you just saw it live and in person on I Practice What I Preach here. All right. So where was I? So money making activities. That is the number one thing that my students, when they go into my Ignite course or when they're in my 3-day Invincible Lender event, they don't know the difference necessarily between what a money making activity or IPA, income producing activity, is versus an actual like red time, a task that they're doing in their day. I had one of my students, he said, I asked him, what did you do for money making activities today? And he said, well, I wrote a pre-approval letter. I did this. I did that. I'm like, whoa. Wrote a pre-approval letter. That is not a money making activity. That is something you already marketed yourself. So you work that part of the sales cycle. You turn that into a lead and you generated that lead. You nurtured the lead. Now you converted them. Now you're all on fulfillment and delivery. Now you're like on red time now. So not being aware of money-making activities is huge, and I have the solution, and I'm going to give you 3 money-making activities right now. No echo being created in your business. That's problem number 3. So what I mean by that is everything you do right now, every seed you plant in 30, 60, 90 days should be 3xing your pipeline. So if you're not doing the money making activities, tracking the leads, managing your CRM, showing up on social media, consistency compounds. So if you're not showing up consistently, I should say, on social media, it's going to be a problem for you in 30, 60, 90 days when somebody else was doing it and they're going and grabbing the low-lying fruit from those seeds they planted 30, 60, 90 days prior. So I want you to be doing the activities that I'm going to share with you now, and I'm going to give you a little bit of help on the mindset and the belief piece of it as well. So the solutions to this is, gosh, I teach this day in and day out, 10 video text messages a day. That is the number one way, and we don't have a lot of time to show all the slides and the social proof and how much it's worked for myself and my students, but I will be sharing that in my 3-day Invincible Lender event, and blowing the lid off everything you think about your business right now and how to 3x your pipeline in 90 days or less, okay? 10 video text messages is the first thing that I teach. It's the first thing in Invincible Lender that my students on Zoom, when I teach virtually live, I ask them to do that. They get business from it. They get positive feedback. It starts creating an echo in their life. One of my students I just talked to on a one-on-one about 45 minutes ago, he said, Tiff, I started doing the video text during the event. I enrolled into your 12-month course and I got 3 loans from 5 video texts that I did. And I don't know why I stopped doing it. So there was proof of concept there and he stopped doing it. So first thing I told him is that is the money-making activity for you to do for the next 5 days. So imagine if you sent 10 video text messages a day, whether it's happy birthday through video messenger on Facebook, for example, people in your phone, past clients, current clients, updating them. Hey, we locked your loan. Hey, your loan CTC. And we talk a lot about milestone videos and how to integrate that. So it's not just video text, but if you don't have CRM set up, your milestone videos created, your email templates, all of the stuff that I'm going to give you in the 3-day event. If you don't have that yet, after you watch this, do 10 video text messages to anybody and everybody. We have one of the greatest products that we can serve people with, and we can help them build generational wealth. It's the roof over their head. Now, we don't have to, even real estate agents don't have it as easy as us in some ways, because some ways they have to find somebody that wants to buy or sell a house. We can have somebody that wants to sell their house, buy another one, upgrade, downsize, pull out equity, buy more real estate, refinance. I know refinancing isn't that big right now, but there's reasons right now that I have clients refinancing that I offload to Gabby, the California mortgage girl at Groves, is where I give my business to. People are in debt. Kids that had to go. I had one person that their child had to go to rehab, their adult child, and they had to pull up money and they didn't qualify for an equity line because their credit score wasn't high enough. We had to refinance their house. Okay. So things happen, life events happen, divorce happens. We don't have to wait for that buy or sell opportunity. So use the 10 video text to anybody and everybody. Imagine if you did that. Consistency compounds, like I just said. So 10 video texts a day times 5 days a week. That's 50 people you're reaching out to. You do that every single month. That's 200 a month, 400, 600. You're creating an echo and you're staying top of mind. You're not asking for business if it's happy birthday. If it's a past client that you did a great job for, heck yeah, you can ask for business. Now, again, I go into great detail in this, and people get deals during the event. So if you're looking to make money, then go into tiffanyrosecoaching.com/invincible. Look for the upcoming dates. It is $47 with a take action workbook. Where's my workbook here? Take action workbook that will make sure that you versus your competitor, you win every single time. We go into building out your niches and your avatar, supporting your big why, getting rid of limiting beliefs, that bad wolf that keeps talking to you, that is stifling your growth, and so much more. All right, so another money-making activity is working your future friend list. If you don't have lists identified of your favorite 25 real estate agent, your favorite 25 combination of title company reps, solar professionals, divorce attorneys, CPAs, financial advisors, do it now, do it now, do it now. Tonight, grab a glass of wine or whatever, or tea or something, and build out the people that you aspire to be like, that you want to get more closely connected with, that you want to eventually get business from. And the reason why I call it future friend is my mentor, Greg Wingard, he wrote the book. I have it right here. Yeah, sticking out right here. Guaranteed Success. Rewire your brain to rewrite your future. This is what I'm trying to do for you right now, is helping you rewire things like this. Rewiring yourself, because trust me, if you want to close 10 loans instead of 1, you're going to have to do 10x the times of work. You're going to have to push through the hard stuff. So maybe the hard stuff is showing up on video, doing the text messages, but repetition is hypnotic. Master repetition. The more times you put in on something, the better you're going to get in video, which brings me to my next piece of it. When you build out your future friends, these people, the divorce attorneys, the CPAs, business owners, your favorite past clients, and again, I teach all this in my Invincible Lender event. So if this is a lot, trust me, I break it down in 3 days, 3 half days that you spend with me. All the details are on the link that I just rattled off here, okay? And it's somewhere in the email when you're watching this training. Building out your future friend. The reason why I say to call it this, and not your dream 100, not your real estate agents that you're going to chase and hound. when you look at them like you just want to be friends with them, it is going to be a far different energy than if you want business from them, that you're going to go stop by an open house, you're going to ask them to coffee, and you're going to beg them for business. That's the razor's edge different. You go there just wanting to help them solve a problem, giving them value, maybe co-collaborating on a Facebook Live or doing a Zoom training or putting together something where you're serving your community together. You're helping them with their social media. Maybe they've never done a Facebook Live. You're going to get the business from them more so if you help them learn how to do a Facebook Live and you help them put themselves out there to reach the broader audience and do one-to-many marketing. It's going to be a lot easier for you than if you go into an open house and you're just hounding them, bugging for business, and you have that lack energy. There's two different energies that exist, right? And there's lots of different energies, but that I like to identify when you think about your business. There is the abundant mindset, and there's the scarcity mindset. There's the lack mindset. Now, most of us live somewhere in the middle where we're like, oh my God, we get a CTC, we go in abundant mindset. And then we get a rate shopper and we go to lack. And then somebody's roof's leaking on a home inspection, we go back into lack. And then the loan ends up closing and we're like, hell yeah, going back in abundant. Identifying when you walk into an open house, when you do your social media video, when you're identifying your future friends, when you're going into this abundance mindset that you just want to help them, serve them, love them, share your information, help them, help each other learn, and make them the accountability and support that you need each other for. 2 minds equals 3. Napoleon Hill and Think and Grow Rich talks about that. So change your energy to just wanting to be friends with them. Trust me, the business will come faster than if it's 10 video texts a day, bugging them and asking them to go to coffee, or walking to that open house, having that lack mentality and leaving your business card and just hoping and praying that they liked your smiley face and that you didn't act too nervous and they're going to throw you a bone. Not going to happen, okay? It's that razor's edge Bob Proctor again talks about. So 10 video texts and future friend. The next one is social media, using the correct framework. All of your videos, number 1, should be connected somewhere like Opus Pro, which I have an affiliate link to that will give you a discount, and it will give you access to one of the easiest ways to connect all your social media. So where you do one video and it goes out everywhere. It pulls the hooks out. There's a certain framework that you want to do. It's hook, value, call to action. Again, I don't want to overwhelm you today, but I want to show you the possibilities of how in 3 to 7 days, you can change the trajectory of your business like that. And I know it because my students do it all the time. And I watch people get that different mindset and change their behaviors just in the 3-day events alone. So your social media, you do one 60-second video with the right hook, call to action, and the value in between. And you post that in your Big View or your Canva or your Opus, and you connect everything to where your LinkedIn, your TikTok, your YouTube, your Instagram, your Facebook, whatever platforms you have built, that one video goes everywhere. So not going into what you want to talk about and how you want to structure that, because that's way too long of a training for now. But trust me, when you dial this in, and it's like driving a car, it's only hard at first. When you dial this in and I help you build the skills and you go for it, you will 10x your business. You will triple your pipeline in 90 days. You will break out of the old school money making activities that don't work anymore. You'll go into the new school, one to many, the automations. Now, if you're thinking like, oh my gosh, I can't do this. What is she talking about? She talks too fast. I got to write this down. What was it? Opus. Where do I find the affiliate links? Trust me, I've been there before, and I watch students in the events spin out on this at first, but every day we score you. And it goes from personal brand awareness, marketing one to many, your mindset around what you think is possible. We build out your roadmap. If you don't know where you're going, how are you going to get there? If you don't know what your income goal is and taking the law of right action, the aligned action to get there, then it's not going to happen. You're just shiny object syndrome. And a lot of lenders, a lot of entrepreneurs have that shiny object syndrome. And it's basically like, maybe I'll go to some open houses. Maybe I'll check my email. Maybe I'll do one social media post. Maybe I'll create a YouTube channel. Maybe I'll do a podcast. Maybe I'll order a microphone so it can look legit, right? So any of those things that you do that you're just dabbling, when I help you become a master implementer and a doer where you follow through 110% on anything that you do, doing the right activities that I'm talking about now, the 10 video texts, building out your future friend list and working it the proper way and showing up consistently on social media. Not only are all of those money-making activities and it's solving the problem of what you're having in your business right now, but it's also bringing you to new school, creating an echo in your life. You will be working less and making more money when you do these things. Trust me. If you're the person that says, well, I'm not good on video. I don't know what to say on video. I'm not good at technology. Like my CRM sucks. I don't understand Salesforce, or I don't know Bonzo. Anything can be learned. Our brains were hardwired millions of years ago to survive, to recognize fear, that fight or flight. Our brains were not wired, and you can rewire, like Greg Wingard says, rewire your brain for success. Success was not something you were born knowing how to do, right? It was fear-based. It was survival mode. You can set yourself up for success and push through anything. If any of you know what I've been through over the last decade between divorce, market shifts, knowing that I wanted to learn marketing and social media and videos, going into a coaching program with my mentor, Krista Mayshore, where I was the only lender in a sea of real estate agents in 2017, doing videos, tweaking things. Like I'm like, okay, CMA report. Well, CMA, I don't do that. What could I use it and put it to lenders? I had to push through so much on top of court battles with my ex. The 2020 market, when my business was blowing up so fast that I couldn't even take care of it. I had to bring our operations manager into process while I was pregnant, while I was starting a podcast, while I was writing a book, while my kids were home because it was COVID. So online school, I was making them breakfast, lunch, and dinner at home. And it was pretty wild. And I pushed through all of it because I have my limiting beliefs that I turned to brand new beliefs. So every time I told myself like, oh my gosh, but I'm scared this, I don't understand technology. I'm intelligent. I have no fear. I serve and love people. I'm successful. I'm wealthy. I'm abundant. I'm patient. Patience was one of the biggest problems for me. And that's what kept me stuck in that shiny object syndrome. So as I'm closing the loop on this, the reason why I'm sharing all this with you is because out of everything I've been talking about in this mini training, all you need to hear is 10 video texts a day, and I'll teach you what to say. Social media, doing one 60-minute, 60-second video, and doing that 3 times a week to all your social media with the correct framework, and building out your future friends and working it the right way. If you nail that down in the next week, you will create not only money-making activities right now where you get the leads, because leads solve problems, and we all know we need leads right now in this business, and you creating an echo by doing those things, your 90-day business is going to look far different than it does right now. If you're already closing 5 loans a month, imagine if you're closing 10 or 15 because you're doing these money-making activities, you're creating an echo, you're planting the seeds, and you're going back and watering them and nurturing them to where in 90 days from now, you go, oh my gosh, my videos are working. The 10 video text messages I've sent out, 600 people have got me in their phone saying happy birthday or congratulating them on a life event or saying, hey, past client, I certainly loved working with you. Thank you so much. Congrats to you for making the smart decision to lock when you did. That's why you have the 2 something, the 3 something percent. That's why money likes speed. Now I want to work with more people like you. Can you think of 3 people, coworkers, family, friends that I can help build generational wealth, right? Holla if you hear me. Make it a call to action. You don't have to say that one, holla if you hear me, but if it's somebody that I know really well, if it's one of my favorite past clients that I reach out to, I will say I will be myself, okay? So the only way to stand out is being unique, is being different, not being every other lender right now that is calling on realtors every Monday. My real estate agents hate that, okay? I just did a live event in Invincible Lender in my brick and mortar office that you're watching this training from now. And Viviana, my amazing real estate agent friend, she owns Elation in Pleasanton, California. And she's like, Tiff, I'm sorry to say this, but the lending industry, they call me. They want to teach me first time home buyer seminars and all that. I don't care about that. I want to know X, Y, and Z. I want to know the stuff that you're teaching lenders. She got ideas that she's bringing back to her real estate agents so she can train them. And we're setting up a date for them coming in the office. So they do not want to have coffee. They do not want to hear about first-time home buyer seminars. They want you to co-collab to serve the audiences that are out there, that future client that is stuck in the rent cycle and doesn't know what to do. They still think they need 20% down. They still think they need to have perfect credit. They still think they call a real estate agent first, right? Again, these are the kinds of things that when you do that and you don't have those shiny objects and you're not doing the old school calling real estate agents, burning up the phone lines, you're calling and doing your Tuesday update calls when you can do it from your phone, like 20 seconds each, and update them. So again, I could go on and on. I want to show you the possibilities as well as give you those three things that you can implement in your business right now that's going to change your business in 90 days. So I hope this was helpful. Again, if you want to 10x your business, you got to roll up your sleeves and do 10x the work. So do it now, do it now, do it now. No more shiny objects. Build out your roadmap. Go for it. Take the aligned action. And I will see you at Invincible Lender, a 3-day virtual event. Yes, it's recorded if you can't make all of the 3 half days. It is 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm in California. So you get half the day, whether it's morning or the afternoon, to do whatever you got to do and focus, right? Energy goes where your focus flows. So I can never get the saying right. I'm so bad with my sayings. So energy flows where focus goes. So show up camera ready, get ready to take notes. You automatically, for the $47 investment in yourself, not me, is you get this workbook, you get my Canva 11-minute training, you get guest speaker Brian Hale is going to be on giving us a market analysis that will blow you away and give you so much social media content that you can repurpose and reshare. I will be giving you mindset stuff and all of a way deeper dive of what I just went into today. So I hope to see you on there. Click the link, invite a friend, because 2 minds equals 3. And thank you so much for watching. Hope it helped.